Here we go. Now, for this first one, I'm going to take, and I need these fractions to be in a workable form. So I'm going to make this negative 8 over 3. I'm going to make this 21 over 5. I'm getting that mixed number so I can start moving things around. Everything's got to go to 15, so I'm going to multiply by 5 over here. That gives me negative 40 over 15, and that'll give me 63 over 15, multiplying by 3 over 3. At this point, it's just 63 minus 40, 23 over 15. Can't reduce, so we're all done there. Minus and negative is the same as adding, so 9.4. On this one, basic idea of over here, I'm going to give myself some mixed numbers, 12, 15, so 15 over 4. And then I need to combine them up, so common denominator, 28 over 12, multiplying by 4 over 4, and then 3 over 3, 45 over 12. Adding these two together, 73 over 12. Done on that one. Dividing, I've got 2 over 3 divided by, this is going to be 7 over 3. I need to keep, change, flip. We're going to take and use the idea that if I divide by a number, I can multiply by the reciprocal. Cross, reduce, and then I'm going to get 2 over 7. Done with that one. 2 times 14 is, 2 times 7 rather, is negative 14. Negative 14 times negative 3 is positive 42. This one, common denominators, all we need, 12 over 30 is the same as denominator 5 over 30. That's going to give us 17 over 30 once we finish that out. For this one, we're going to distribute the 3/5 because it looks good. 10 divided by 5 is 2, times 3 is 6. 15 divided by 5 is 3, times 3 is 9. Add the 9 to the other side. Divide the 6 off. We're ready to go. On this one, we'll pull the 7 first. 2 over 5x is equal to 6. Yeah. Multiply both sides by 5. 2x is equal to 30. Divide both sides by 2. X equal to 15. On this one, pull the 1. Negative 2 is equal to, what's that going to be, 7? Gracious. Divide that negative 2 off. X is equal to negative 7 over 2. Again, if you get a fraction, don't try to do anything crazy to it. Just leave it alone. It's not hurting anybody. Pull that 7 from both sides, and I'll get negative 3x plus 5. X is equal to 12. Collapse that. 2x equal to 12. X equals 6. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So 5 is equal to x minus 1. Remember, when you divide by 4, all you're doing is pulling off that lead number. Now, why would I not distribute this one when I distributed this one? It's because this is a fraction. Clearing this fraction early means I got to multiply by an inverse fraction. I don't want to do that. You can. I didn't want to. Over here, dividing that 4 off, handy, easy, add the 1, x is equal to 6, much faster. On this one, I'm going to distribute that negative 1. 7 minus 2 plus x is equal to 12. I'm going to collapse this first. 5 plus x is equal to 12, so x is equal to 7. All done. We're going to move right along here, and we've got our fancy problems in the back. Where are we? All right, distribute that 4. I get 12 minus 8x is equal to 11 minus 8x. You'll notice these 8x's will cancel when I try to bring them to the same side, and I'll get 12 is equal to 11. This is not true. No matter what I put in for x, it still won't be true. So I'm going to no solution that one. We're going to add the 4x to the other side. I get 11x. Add the 2 as well. 11x is equal to 5. Pull the 11. On this one, we're going to distribute that negative 2. So I'll get 5 is equal to 3 minus 10 plus 6x. This goes to 7. Watch those positive and negatives. Add the 7 to the other side. And then we'll get x is equal to 2. All right. 24. We're riding in a taxi that charges $5 and an additional 2.5 per mile. Our equation is going to be $5 for the taxi, $2.5 per mile. Define the unknown variable. Variable is our number of miles. Our total fee was $37.50. How many miles would you have to drive? So we're going to take 5 plus 37.50. 5 plus 2.5 is equal to 37.50. We're going to subtract the 5 to the other side. 2.5 of x is equal to 32.5. Divide the x off. It's going to be 4 times 3 plus 1, 13. 13 miles. We've got a smartphone bill. 2 gigabytes for $20 a month. Each gigabyte over costs an additional $35. Danger. And we went out and spent $265. Gracious. Our equation is going to be $20 plus $35 per additional gigabyte, and that's going to be $265. How many did you use total? I'm going to subtract the 20 from both sides. 245 is going to be equal to, x's are gigabytes, by the way. 245 is equal to 20 plus 35x. I'm going to subtract the 20 from both sides. 265 rather. Subtract the 20 from both sides. That's where the 45 comes from. Divide by 35 should be 7. X equals 7. So I use 7 additional gigabytes. In total, I use 7 plus 2, 9 gigabytes. Make sure we're watching out for that wording. 26, the company Orange has come out with a new service. $8 for the first month, $13 for each after that. So $8 for the first month, and then $13 for each month after that, which is x minus 1. So it's 13 for the number of months. So if you did 2, charge $8 for the first month, $13 for just the second. So we want that x minus 1 there. No initial fee, but $15 for all months but the first. Looks just like that. Which one is better short term? It's going to be the one with no initial fee. It's going to be Apple. Long term, it's going to be Orange because it's got a less per month charge. How many months do the cost exactly the same? Set them equal to each other. 8 plus 13, x minus 13. Just going to take and distribute that. 15x minus 15. I'm going to subtract the 13x from both sides and combine these two up. So I've got negative 5 is equal to 2x minus 15. Add the 15 to the other side. 10 is equal to 2x, x equal 5. Looks just like that. Bringing it right along. How much we got left? Then we can do 2 or 3 problems. We'll have to cut the video. We've got triangle. We've got some sides. We've got an x plus 10. We've got a 2x minus 7. And we've got a 3x. My equation for the perimeter is going to be 1, 3, 6x's. 10 minus 7 is 3. And my total perimeter they're going to give me as 33. The solution for x is going to be subtract the 3. 6x is equal to 30. And then x is equal to 5. Be ready on the test. They might ask you a question about the sides, like which side is the shortest, list the sides from shortest to longest, all that kind of stuff. So be aware this will probably not be your final answer. Number 20. Mr. Fail's geography class asks you to measure Dallas to New York. The scale is 1 inch to 134 miles. Got to grab that calculator. And we want to know if that distance on the map is 10.25 miles. How far was it? So we're going to take cross multiply. 1 times x is x. 10.25 times 134. It's going to be 1,373.5 miles. All right, we got enough time for one more. Mr. Fails asks you to make a new map. You know the distance between Dallas and LA is 1996 kilometers. When you measure, it's 18.7 inches. So if I've got 18.75 inches, it's 1996. I want to know how many miles 1 inch is. So I've got inch over kilometers. I'm going to take 1996 is equal to 8.75x. I'm going to divide that off. 1996 divided by 8.75. And that's going to be every inch. Every inch is, I got 228,114, so I'm just going to round that to 228 kilometers. Break the video here.